Good Novatos, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So no dual vlog today, just wanted to share my own 2 cents about the recent 135 news from Harley Davidson. Another big displacement engine kit, crate, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's a crate right now, but it might become a kit somewhere down the road. I'm not entirely sure about the numbers, but 135, man, I mean, bigger's better, right? But based off of just some of the videos and some of the feedback, I made a video about the 131 on my TikTok, and it went viral. A lot of people shared their 2 cents about it. A lot of people have their own, point of view, or their own reaction, or their own feeling about Harley introducing a 135. There was quite a few comments where they were comparing Harley to JDM. I guess just, every year we get a new, displacement, a new displacement engine. And I just made the video about how the 131 gets hot, all right? It overheats. It's not really a touring engine. It's a performance engine. And I've been seeing people just, throw in 131s. Recently, I saw Moonshine Harley throw a 135. Now, I'm not sure if it's a Harley 135 or if it's a aftermarket. But a lot of the feedback on that video, people were just suggesting, hey, maybe consider going S&S if you're thinking about going anything above 124, 128. Now, sharing, of course, the feedback from that video, people felt, or people put the blame on EPA. All right, you have of course a 50-state tuner, EPA California compliant on these bikes. Now Harley, they warranty their work. That's one of the benefits from buying from Harley or having them install it for you. You don't have to worry about extended warranty, but of course you do get some drawbacks if you go California compliant or 50 state legal or neutered, California neutered 131. Based off, like I said, based off of the feedback, a lot of folks believe that, and it's true, Harley does run these bikes lean, even from stock. And it's just something that I shared myself before owning a F350. Anything, after 2003 really took a hit on just being reliable. EPA really destroyed the diesel trucks. A lot of the diesel trucks now, or diesel vehicles, they're just not as reliable as they used to be before 2003. All right. I mean, it is what it is. EPA, they keep on putting more restrictions on these vehicles, and then at the same time, Harley, of course, Harley doesn't really do much innovative as far as the way they build their engines. Now, Harley has a couple things, but I don't want to get into what they could do, but Harley could move away from the push rod, single pin, engine. They could move away from that and build more power, of course, with the with the overhead valve. And then of course people would probably not like that, but only other way, of course, for Harley to build more power would be a bigger displacement, and that's pretty much what they're doing. And I think they're pretty much hit the limit on that. They've pretty much hit the ceiling on the push rod air cooled single pin technology. It is what it is, and on top of that, of course, you have EPA putting some serious restrictions on how much, of course, air fuel mixture you can have in these bikes. I don't want to get fully technical, but I mean, that's the reason why these engines run hot. They run lean, bigger displacement, bigger explosion, more RPMs, and which produces a hotter engine. So if you have a hotter engine, meaning the friction, the components, and then of course your oil is going to run hotter. And if you guys seen my my temperature video, you guys know that my Evo runs in about 240 degrees on a hot summer day, and of course that's only if you're riding it on the highways. I don't want to get off the topic, but some of these engines, they do get hot. So now that we have a 135, and the only way you could get this warranty would be if you were to use the Harley tuner. Now, a lot of people did mention in the comments, hey, if you get yourself an aftermarket tune and get a proper air fuel mixture, then you don't have to worry about overheating the engine, the 131. So I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? 135, of course, there's also limitations on what you could put in it. I mean, as far as the models, you can't just stick a 135 in anything. It has to be, of course, recent. It has to be semi-new, and I believe you can't put it in some of the limiteds. But I mean, the way I see it, as far as aftermarket, I would still probably consider a S&S. They seem to know how to build these engines a little bit better than Harley. They have some solid kits. They've been making solid performance parts for the Milwaukee 8 for years. They've been making them for years, even on the twin cams, the Evos. Harley S&S just knows how to build them a little bit better, a little bit more reliable. So, man, I don't know, you guys let me in the comments. Where would you guys lean towards? Would you guys lean towards a S&S kit or a Harley kit? Now, keep in mind, of course, if you are planning on keeping your warranty, then you can't go with the 135 and S&S cam. Anything non-Harley, non-Screaming Eagle, non-OEM will 100% void your warranty. So you are really taking a hit on performance if you don't throw in an aftermarket cam. So that's just my 2 cents, or how I feel about the 135. Unfortunately, due to EPA and of course Harley making a 135 compliant tuner or a 50 state legal tuner, I don't even think the 131 is legal in California. Not yet, right? I don't know. Oh, and on top of that, we haven't even gotten the street tuner certified in California. We're still waiting on that. So I don't know. It's just me. That's just my 2 cents. If you're out there thinking about 135, probably ESP, you might run into a few rebuilds. You might have yourself a couple warranty claims. You might find yourself visiting the dealership multiple times. You guys let me know in the comments. Share your own experiences. If you own a 131, how's it been? How's it holding up? Like I said, these engines aren't really made for touring models. You guys seen what happened with some of the primary fluid leaking into the engine or your main case, your engine case. I don't know if that's still an issue, but typically that's an issue that plagues the touring models. It's just consistent 3,000, 4,000 RPM for long periods of time. That seems to be that issue. I don't know if the new Milwaukee 8s have that problem. I don't know, but it's just something that I saw, and of course I'm just sharing everybody's feedback on the social media. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.